Hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of SimCity, the race to great works. In between episodes I said I would, well at the end of the last episode rather, I said I would just gather up some money off camera, about 80,000, which I have done, so we could go ahead and buy the school, the high school I believe it was. Let's have a look. Yeah, the high school, 60,000, so I went ahead and did that. Now where are we going to put this thing? Suppose we put it here, we can still expand out this way, just not immediate. There won't be any residential in this particular thing here, section here. Go ahead, put that there. So that's the high school placed. Oh, and mission complete. Speed that up. So what's wrong with you? Garbage dumps full. Never good. Alright, well garbage dumps are free. However, I don't have the money for that yet. Okay, well I'm going to have to wait on that. Oh no, we haven't finished it yet. We still need to place 2 more bus stops. That won't take long at all. Oh, we've got some upgrades happening. Nice. I love it when I see the upgrades. There we go. That's a little extra cash. Now I can add the thing I was going to add. An incinerator. Adds a lot of pollution. I mean, it couldn't be any further away from the residential than it is now, but it helps to get rid of the extra, you know. I mean, if you were to delete any of the dumps themselves, you get ground pollution like this, which we have there anyway, but that's not the point. So, I'm trying to remember where we are at. We do not have any extras there yet. Any new quests? Really enjoying life here in huge tents. There are so many new people to meet here. I was talking with some friends and we agreed that we'd really like it's a place to worship. Any house of worship would be fine, we're really not fussy. Don't I already have houses of worship? Yeah, I've got one right here. And one here. So I don't want to get rid of... Fine. Well, that might help them to increase. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, X amount of people need to attend, which I already have been. So, what is next? Do we have anything new? What's our population map doing? Yeah, our density map, sorry. Yeah, we've got a long way to wait for some new upgrades here. What else do we need to do? Community college. Oh, what do you want? Really not keeping up with crime. Maybe you can add a patrol car. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't really added any, so go ahead, take one. We are in negative figures here, which is not good. We need to find a way to increase that as soon as possible. What is our tech level and education level at? 2.5 on the education level, that's not bad. Is there any new missions for us to take on? Just for some extra cash? No? Oh, that's a shame. And you wanted the university, didn't you? Yeah. I mean, we might soon be asked for... oh, that was supposed to be on this road. Might soon be asked for... I think it's a gymnasium. Yeah, the gym. 10 grand. We're not going to place it just yet in case they do ask for it. And also because we are in negative figures. So, yes, I know. Well, we could get out of the red just by upping the taxes a fraction. There. That's it, we're done. In fact, no, let's not tax the residential. We'll tax the industry. Yeah, tax the industry. This area here makes us more money than the industry does. I mean, not a lot more apparently, but it does. In fact, if we lower this twice, yeah, almost double. So we'll leave this alone so that, you know, they'll expand and everything if the taxes are kept low. They're more likely to anyway. I know what we can do. Give them a little burst of happiness. In fact, I want to get the density map up when I do this time. Let's go ahead and add a Nissan Leaf charging station. They seem to like these. I can see the increases happening there. Nice. They only cost 5 grand as well. And I don't think... Oh, minus 40 an hour. That's it, just 40. A couple of little boosts. And let's add one more, say right here. There we go. Helps them along. Gets them to an upgrade point a little bit faster. I mean, this is just townhouses at the moment. Making a lot of profit. Lots of great places to shop. Lots of profit. Lots of fun things to do. People love the city. They love huge tent. Yeah. Looking good. Well, once again, we are stuck just waiting for money. Let's see if we can force a population increase, actually. Oh yeah, upgrade. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into high taxes again. Get some money and get them unhappy at the same time. Then we'll whack the taxes back down, and that's normally enough to help them, you know, say, oh yeah, great, this is awesome, now we've got the taxes back. And, you know, now we can keep our money, sort of thing. And they tend to expand. Not enough simoleons. Well, I think just one extra for now. There is fine. How's the hospital? Where's the hospital? How are you doing? 14 of 19. So you're still not getting to everybody. Let's give you one more ambulance. I know, you know, it's spending when we don't need to spend. But I don't like these high taxes. Yeah, I kind of assumed you wouldn't. There's no mission for the gymnasium, so maybe we should go ahead and add it. I always do that. Why do I do that? I'll go ahead and plop that down, and let's just do a school bus or two as well. There we go. So I think the gym adds to a student population there. Now, to get to the next one, what we need is 800 students going to school in a day. And we can do that between the two. Hell, we can do that just with this. So we just need to get them all to school at the same time, or in the same day. And just holding with the whole theme of education and everything, let's go ahead and put down a public library as well. Right, now I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to spend anymore. Unless we need to, like this. Typical. So I'm not going to spend any more, but I need to right here. And another one. Can't do it on that side for some reason. And let's do one more. They're not expensive. What about water? You're doing okay. Sewage is doing fine. Alright. Now we can concentrate on not spending anything. Anyone got a tissue? Oh, I didn't realise. Look how much of a cliff edge is there. I wonder if they're going to be able to join up. No, it's a park, isn't it? So they're not going to be able to. Okay, I missed that. Oh, it's raining. So I'm normally up on this view so much that I never actually notice when it's doing things like raining. Because you don't hear it. It's a shame that you can't go into like a walk around or a drive around view. I think you can in SimCity 4, but they've obviously removed the option. We could take a little tour of our own city. Organising a group to protest the high taxes in this town. Yeah, I think we can lower taxes again now. That might be sufficient. And that takes us down quite a lot. So, do we have any rubbles? We do not. That's fine. Right, let's continue to lower. See if we can't give them that quick kind of happiness boost. The sort of thing you get from not paying any taxes at all. You know, money in pocket, lovely jubbly. Let's expand while we can. Yes, I know we're spending more than we're making. That's because we're not making anything at all. I'll wait until it gets down to about 40,000, then I'll put it back up. I think that'll be doable. That'll do. And I think... Oh, too high. I think it's time to expand. Well, I think we're going to expand up this way. So we're on medium roads now, aren't we? Oh, can I fit this in? Oh dear. Right, I'm going to have to remove this. Because it's just in the way. I might put it down alongside it in a minute. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3. Can we actually make a complete another 3 kind of thing? 2, 3. We can. Perfect. I don't want it joining up there. Like, that's not what I want. 1, 2, 3, and then obviously let's go like this. Right, we're spending a lot of money here, so let's go ahead and start getting people in. 1 blank, and then you are shops, and then we can go ahead and we can say you're going to be residential as well. Because let's face it, that's what they're going to be once the roads are drawn in. Might have to increase taxes again for a second, or get a bond. I think we'll get a bond. That will allow us to continue. So this will be more residential. Now if I go like that, there should be enough room to upgrade this further. Should be. It does mean we're going to lose out on some plotting areas. Can't place that. Okay. We half expected that anyway, didn't we, when we set all this up, or started to set it up. And join it onto here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We need to do at least one more. Oh, money's getting a bit tight again. Let's go ahead and zone in some more here. And let's go ahead. Oh, let's turn all of this back into residential. Now that we're putting in a lot more commercial. Now that we're getting more commercial in, should I say, like in these areas, we can actually go ahead and do this. It's a volleyball court. That is loud. There we go. So they are now residential buildings. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Let's grab that house of worship again. It was this one, I believe. We'll go ahead and we'll pop it over here. And later on, once we start getting a bit more money coming in, we'll add some parks down. Just, you know, things like that. Things that will make them happy. How are we doing on power? Fine. Water, okay. Sewage, okay. So we're good so far. More and more people are flooding in. It's great. Just need to make sure, well, every time someone plops a house down or a shop, this is reducing, which is helping us last longer in between hours, stopping us from losing our money entirely. Come on, we can survive another 4 hours so far, and that will go. That will become longer as well, because as I say, look, yeah, even less now. Fantastic. More than 16 hours now. Do we have anything that needs to be removed? We do not. Awesome. Nice. People are going. It looks like someone's going to expand. Can't actually see down in that bottom right corner. I've got my tablet in the way. Yeah, we've got a few houses ready to expand. Hell, some of these are already halfway to expanding, and they've only just plopped their houses down. It's great. This is very, very great, and we are earning money now. Fantastic. So let's pick these up to 11 for a minute, just so we get a little more each hour. Oh, we've got an upgrade, but we can't afford an upgrade. What do we need next, anyway, just so we get it? I think next item on the agenda should be a Department of Utilities or a Department of Transportation. I think, I don't know, we don't really need the transportation that much. I mean, we can have buses already without that. So I think the Department of Utilities should be our next port of call. Actually, yeah, no, it would be that or Department of Safety, because of how big the city is going to become. But we don't have the money to build the things that the Department of Safety give us. So, yes, I think Department of Utilities is going to be what we're going to get. But I do want to finish making these sections before we get anything else. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we could probably do this last one here as well. Not enough money. Oops. Yeah, don't ever put me in charge of an actual city. I'll bankrupt the hell out of it. Right, let's see how many more we can put down. If you... I don't know if it means you... I don't know actually. We're going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That costs X amount of money. If I were to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it would still draw in all 4 on this one. Would it cost us any less? I don't think it would. But it will certainly be a time saver though. Because it does mean one more that you don't need to worry about placing down. Like that, you see. Let's get some more in. And shops. I smell smoke. God, people. They're supposed to be educated now. Oh, yeah, of course. The people up here aren't going to be reached by the bus system, are they? We need to make sure that people in this area can get to and from school. There we go. Hold on, hold on. We're almost about to hit the 800 mark. Nice. Wow, we've got like almost 500 people who are not going to school. Taught 3 students yesterday. Wow, that's really earning its money, isn't it? Well, earning its money, it's not really making money, but you know what I mean. Right, so let's get this last section drawn in. Don't know if this is helping at all, doing it the way I just did it, but... And power. I knew that would happen. I was just surprised it took as long as it did. Right. Bus stops. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so power. We're doing fine for power. So why was you complaining? How weird. Water's just about okay. In fact, we could probably lay another water tower. Come on. There we go. So we're good there. City Hall module. So we said we're going to go for the Department of Utilities, didn't we? Try and not get rid of any of this as much as possible. But that now means that we can have recycling centre, the water pumping station instead of just a water tower, and instead of just a sewage outflow pipe, an actual treatment plant. So instead of just dumping it out in the ground, it's actually going to deal with it, which is going to be fantastic. They're going to cost a lot of money to get though, so we're not quite there yet. Let's get the final house of worship on the other side here. Do this one. Like so. There we are. So where's our density map here? Of course, many of these are going to take a little bit, but a couple of these are ready to expand. I wonder if we can lower taxes back down to 9. Nice. In fact, can we push it down one more and still be in the green? Good. That might help the expansion. Good man. Women, family, whatever. Good family. We're expanding. What's this? Oh, look at those Diddy ones. Awesome. So did we reach our goal yet? Wait. What? 800 students. That says 1200. I don't understand. That's a little confusing. In fact, that's more than a little confusing. Should I add a park? I said a park. Thank you. We can probably stand to lose a couple of houses. Not many. That's 10 grand. Do you know what? I think this would actually be the most opportune place to place something like this. How big are you? You're about the same size. In fact, you're bigger. How much per hour are you? 600. We're not quite earning that right now. However, if we place it down, it might force people to expand and then we'll gain that back. So let's try it. Oh, wow. And yeah, I'll say. Jeez. Expansions all around. I do like it when one starts to expand. Sometimes it will go along the other houses in the same section, like adjoining houses. And I love when that happens. It's like a domino effect. Wow. It's like upgrades everywhere. So your density is 2. Are you moving on to 3 or? No, you're moving on to 2. These are all moving on to 2. Yeah. Well, where have we? What would you say is our biggest? Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's been unlocked. So how many people are here then? 43 students. Wow. Just wow. I want to expand, I want to up the road density again, but I don't have the money. I mean, I could do this section at the very least. How much is that going to cost? Yeah, we could afford that, just. There's a university. Oh, the university was there, 1200. Oh wait, what? I don't know. I'm confused as hell with that. That's a better teaching amount. We're almost back in the green. There we go. Right, I think our next port of call is to try and expand the roads further to get more density increases. So I'm going to start doing that here. In fact, let's go from this side and work our way along because we can actually see them all this time. And I think, I don't know if I'm going to do it all off camera or not. See if I do the increases off camera, then upgrades are going to happen, and you're going to miss them because I would need to hang around to allow more money to show up. So they'll obviously increase the density while I'm waiting for the money. So I don't know. We're at 27 minutes already as well. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave the road upgrading to there. I'm not going to do any more. And again, I'm just going to hang around for a tiny bit off camera, just gather a little bit more money. I think only about 50,000. Yeah, I won't even pay that off. Just what I'll wait around 50,000 money's worth, although that is upgrading now. Nice. And I can continue doing the roads on camera next time. We do need to get a mass transit up and running. Just look at all that congestion. I wonder, real quick. Angle too steep. If this doesn't pan out, it's going to cost us a bit. Not enough simoleons. Let's try it with dirt road for now then. Can we draw along here? No. We can along here. No? Here it is then. If I do that, we'll have to upgrade the roads as we go. So I want that gone. I used the quick key. I think it was D. I forgot about the quick keys, to be honest with you. That might help congestion a little bit, provided we upgrade the roads sufficiently. Yeah, we can't even go to a low density right now. But if we upgrade the roads, that might help, because the people who need to go down here can go straight along here. The ones that need to go up here should be able to go up here. The only problem is it might get congested just a little bit here. That's my only concern regarding the congestion right now. What's wrong with you? You came up saying something. Power? Great. And we don't really have the money. Oh yeah, we're only on 8%, aren't we? As soon as we can, we'll get a tiny bit more power going. Yeah, it needs down here. It's 5,000, I believe. Come on. 15 minutes, 10 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. More than enough power. It should be. Wow. Not really as much as I thought it was. We're going to have to change this up soon. What do you want? Oh, please tell me that's a block party. No, it's not a block party. And we don't have the money to give you what you need. Right, we just need to draw in some of this. Along here. Then we can place down some more. Here. Again, it's not a great deal. Wow, we really have a lot of unpowered, don't we? I know I should have ended it off by now, guys. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that we're in good standing before we go. Come on. How's that? 1.7 excess. 4.5. And we're still powering up some buildings, but that should be good. While I'm off camera gathering money, I think if we run low on power again, I will just quickly place another 1 or 2. Alright, but I'll be back in the next episode, guys, with about 50,000 simoleons. Maybe that's not going to cost too much. How are we doing on water? Yeah, that won't cost too much either. Guys, so I want to thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to please rate and comment below, especially if you have any suggestions, ideas, tips, tricks, anything like that. And I will see you guys in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Before we go, because I know that's going to be congested otherwise. Done. Thanks, guys.